What's up guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to film YouTube videos. I'm going to be going over different points, how to light the videos, use the audio, do all the type of stuff. That's what we're talking about today's video. So audio is the most crucial part when you're filming a YouTube video. For example, right now I have the Rode Video Mic Go set up by like this little boom arm plugged into the camera. Basically this whole audio setup costs around $150 because the microphone's around $100 and the cables and boom pole are around $50, so around $150 for this audio setup. And this is very minimalist. It's not really intense. I just have my Rode Video Mic Go right here. It gives me good enough audio that I could definitely work with. It sounds good, nice and crisp. And a key to good audio is being clearly heard. So when clearly heard, what I mean is that you can easily be understood when you're talking. For example, if I were to kind of decrease the sound levels in this footage, you can hear it's really quiet. If I kind of talk a little quieter, kind of make sure talk really quiet, and it's really not the best experience to listen to. And the same thing, if I unplug my microphone, this is not as nice of an experience if I have it plugged in unplugged. I mean, the video looks fine, but the audio just isn't the best right now. And now if I turn off the light, you can see the video isn't the best, but the audio is really decent, so you can kind of deal with this. Even though the video is kind of dark, it's kind of grainy, just isn't lit really well. And that kind of leads into the next topic, talking about how lighting is also key. So I just have a standard light on top of my camera right now. Does the job, lights me really well. The background is nice and lit. I have a little light above my head just to kind of add a little tungsten light to the scene. What I like to do around Christmas time is put Christmas lights on my desk, so when I start doing videos like this, if I'm still filming in this spot with my desk in the background, you'll be able to see some Christmas lights around, like right here around that time. And the brighter a pixel is, the more sharp it'll be. Basically right now my ISO is at 640, and the ISO is how sensitive the camera is to light. But when you crank up your ISO really high, for example right now I'm at 3200 ISO with no light on, just the light above my head and the light behind me, you can see it's a lot more grainy because the ISO is so much higher. And now we're back at the standard recording settings, because these are the settings I've kind of chosen on that really help me get the best result. The light is dim enough where I can stand it bouncing on my face like this, but it's also bright enough where I don't have to set my ISO too high to kind of maintain the crispiness of the footage. Good light can make kind of a cheaper camera look incredible, but bad light can make something like a cinema camera not look the best. If you have extremely harsh light, obviously more dynamic range in that cinema camera, you'll be able to kind of compensate for that. But if the light's really harsh, it's still not going to look the best because it's not soft and nice and even along the skin. But on the contrary, a kind of cheaper camera with nice soft lighting would look better than that cinema camera with that harsh light hitting right in the side of my face. And lights can make certain parts of the image pop. For example, that background that right above my head, I have a little light bulb there to kind of add a little bit extra light to the scene, kind of highlight the top of the frame a little bit. But as I talked about in the previous video about the best YouTube light, I'll link it at the end of the video, I kind of use that light to light up certain parts of the scene. For example, you would have saw the part when I stuck the light in the lamp to make it look like the lamp was lit up, but in reality, tiny little light that I have on top of my camera right now just kind of give that lamp a little extra feel and add a little bit more life to the scene. Lights are also obviously essential for lighting the subject of the shot. So basically, as I said, if I turn off the light, it's not going to look the best. You're not going to be able to easily tell that I am the subject of the shot. But if you are using a background light, make sure it's not overpowering. For example, this light here, it's subtle. When it comes to setting up your main angle, always kind of have a little plan. For right now with my shot, I just have it set up on a nice tripod, just sitting here. I'm in a folding chair in my room. I found the best spot that actually looks decent. I have a couple posters, add some life. Got the backlighting on my monitor, got the lights on my keyboard. I got that light right there, as you guys know. I have it so my head's at kind of the top of the frame. You can see a lot of my upper body in the shot. Now if you're trying to make someone look really, really cool, you can have the camera facing up towards them. Kind of shooting up at a subject in general makes them look better in every single way, but if you really want to minimize that person and how that character is more puny compared to one to shoot looking up at the character, then you gotta decide if you want the shot to be stationary on a tripod, or if you have extra help around, you can actually get the shot moving. It's just me making these videos, and this tripod is how I set up all my shots, because I don't have anyone behind the camera if I want to do some cool shots. If I do, it's just me. And kind of the creative aspect, kind of like background lights, are different things that are kind of subtle, but when your audience notices them, it's like, wow, they're dedicated to this craft of whole videography thing. Like something so tiny that only the eagle-eyed viewers will see. And kind of changing up the background of your videos every once in a while. I'm due for a change. I'm looking for new spots in my room to kind of set up where I can film. I've been using this one for quite some time, but if you look back at my videos from February, I was using my entire room as the background. Then I was kind of sticking to that one wall. Then I kind of moved here because there's like, my desk and everything to add some life to the scene. Alright, let's talk about another very important thing. That's B-roll. Shoot as much B-roll as you possibly can. Now, this is something that I'm starting to learn and kind of struggling with, because there's some things where I really can't shoot a lot of B-roll for, but in order to keep your audience interested, entertained, because you wouldn't want to watch my face here for 5 minutes, so that's just boring. You'd want to have some visuals to depict something that I'm explaining. And that's exactly what B-roll is for, supplementary footage to cut on your main angle, your A-roll as some people call it. So now let's talk about my Rode Video Mic Go on a boom pole. I've filmed some B-roll, just some handheld stuff with my Rode Video Mic Go on the boom pole. And just in general, B-roll makes videos videos more interesting. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. Tell me down below if you learned something new about how to film your YouTube videos. This is an ongoing series I'm doing. You can check out part 1, which is how to come up with more video ideas, which will be linked in the description below. But thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Peace out.